Hi everyone. Hi Bailey, Valerie, Olive, Athena, Hendrix. Today we're going to try to do a lesson without breaking anything. Today we're going to talk about changing energy from one form to another. The scientists call that conversion. We'll just call it change. Civilization got its start when caveman discovered how to produce light and heat from leaves and twigs on the ground, the discovery of fire. Then many, many years later, not too many centuries ago, we learned how to convert heat into motion, to use heat energy to make things move. That was the invention of the engine, starting out with things like the steam locomotive and going to the cars and other things that we have today, where they take energy from fuel and convert it into heat, and then take the heat and convert it into motion. Now, the form of energy we're going to deal with today is electricity. Electricity sometimes can seem like magic. The reason electricity and our ability to control it are so valuable to us is because it is so easy to distribute electricity, to send it from one place to another. You don't have to put it in a fuel tank, you don't need big pipelines, you don't have to carry it around in the trunk of your car. All you need is a wire. This is all you need to take electricity from one place to another. Then once it gets to where it's needed, then we convert the electricity into something else. Now, you can't see the electricity coming into our house here. The wires are underground, and I think that's the same thing in California. But if Valerie and Athena want to go back up onto the deck, you'll see wires coming into the house, your house, and to the house of your new neighbors. Now, I want to caution you about one thing about those wires. Don't ever touch them. You cannot trust your life to the insulation on those wires. Stay away from any outdoor wiring. Now, out in California, you don't see that many wires along the road, but sometimes, off in the distance, you'll see these huge towers with wires strung between them, carrying electricity from one place to another. Now, what I want to show you today is converting electricity into light and converting light into electricity. Now, an ordinary light bulb is very good converting electricity into light. See? There's electricity flowing into that light. I guess it doesn't show up that well. I can turn it off and on, and off and on. Get up really close, Granny. Okay. There it's off, there it's on. See that? That's converting electricity into light. Now, we're going to get back to that later, because you noticed a funny way I had of turning that light on and off. We're going to get back to that. You can also convert light into electricity. This is an outdoor night light, and it's powered by a device called a solar cell. Solar means having to do with the sun, also called a photocell. Photo means having to do with light. And if you really want to do it right, call it a photoelectric cell. It converts light into electricity. Now, right now, that electricity is not doing anything. It's being stored in little batteries inside here. But all day, this photocell is exposed to the sunlight, and it's absorbing light energy, and it's storing up energy. Now, watch what happens when I fool this device into thinking it's nighttime. Now, how do you do that? Well, at nighttime, it gets dark, right? And light stops hitting this solar cell. Notice anything? Daylight, nighttime. So all day, energy, light energy is hitting the solar cell, storing energy, and a little switch in there is keeping the light turned off. As soon as it gets dark, the photocell stops generating electricity, but a little switch turns that light on. And it'll stay on either all night or at least until its batteries run out of energy. And then when daybreak comes, light goes back off again. Now, this is a night light. It's plugged in to a wire is all. Now, it does not need electricity. Well, it doesn't need a photocell to generate electricity. We get the electricity through a wire at the wall. Now, you notice that if I keep it turned this way, it's turned off. That's because there's a little photoelectric cell right there. And when that photoelectric cell senses that light is hitting it, a little switch, like a little magnet, is pulled to the off position and the light goes out. Now, if I turn it away from the light, see, not as much light is hitting it now. And that little photocell is no longer holding that switch in the off position. The little magnet pulls it to the on position and the light comes on. Now, normally we keep this night light down in the basement, okay? So if I go downstairs, well, at daybreak comes first of all, and it gets light in there, the light goes out. In the evening, it comes back on. Somebody goes downstairs, turns the main lights on, the light goes out. Okay, so photoelectric cells can be used to control lighting devices, and photoelectric cells can also be used to actually power and control these lights. We made it through the whole lesson without breaking anything. So until next time, bye-bye.